Hey guys, welcome back to Chit Chat Tuesdays. Who's ready to talk about some dumb shit that teenagers do? You ready? Let's go. Disclaimer. God, I hope my dad doesn't watch this. Anywho, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that for me right now. It's free and easy. So go ahead and click subscribe so you don't miss any of my wonderful videos, whether it be Chit Chat Tuesdays or other things. And let's get started. Okay, I know not everybody has probably done dumb shit as a teenager, as a kid, whatever. But I have, so story time. Let's see which one you want, because I'm gonna be honest with you. If my parents knew half the stuff I was doing as a kid, well, my mom did after the fact most of the time, but if my dad had known, I'd be dead. He would have killed me. He would have killed me dead or that shit. Well, let's see. Where do I want to start? Let's start with something that's some PG fun. Okay? So, me and some girlfriends all decided that during homecoming week we were going to go roll houses. Why? Because that's what you do in a small town. I don't know if people that live in larger towns like do that kind of stuff, but in small towns you roll houses, you toilet paper houses during that kind of stuff, like homecoming week or whatever. And we were going to go do that. So we bought a bunch of toilet paper and we set off on foot, okay? Like idiots, we decided it would be a great idea to walk down the street with tons of rolls of toilet paper, just in hand. And we had never rolled houses before, none of us. So we didn't know how to do it. It's harder than it looks, guys. Okay? First, I'm just going to go ahead and start off with that. It's harder to toilet paper a house than it looks. So here we are in the dark of night, it's nighttime, and we're walking through this neighborhood and we're all holding toilet paper and we're going. Incognito ninjas on the prowl for a house to roll. And I don't even remember whose house we were rolling. But we start rolling this house and a light comes on. And I think there were like 4 of us. We all went in different directions. We all just scattered like cockroaches with our toilet paper. I think most of us just dropped our rolls of toilet paper and took off. Okay? So not only now, we don't have toilet paper, there are just rolls of toilet paper in front of someone's house in their yard, and we all ran in opposite directions and none of us had our phones. So I end up getting on a main road and a friend drives by and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, Can I get in your truck? And he's like, "Yeah." So I get in and I'm like, "Listen, we were trying to roll houses. They turned on the light. We all scattered. I don't even know where they are." So he's driving around trying to find all these girls. We finally get in the car. I don't think we ever successfully rolled anything. Yeah. So that's how that went. When this is terrible, and I don't want to say this, but no, it's going to make me look like a terrible person. I didn't personally do it. Oh, well, no, redirection. Okay, so one time, me, my BFF, and I think 2 dudes, two guys we went to school with, all decided, and this is what happens when you live in a small town where there's not a lot to do, you get into mischief. But it was during Halloween, and you know how people will take those big like pumpkin trash bags and fill them full of leaves and like put them in their yard for like decoration or whatever. We decided it'd be a good idea to steal those, and so we're in my best friend, she had a Chevy Cavalier, okay? So it's a 2-door car, and we're in that, and we've got, like, nobody's wearing a seatbelt, and we've got, like, the seats ready to just, like, pop up so we can, like, jump out, grab them, jump back in. We jumped out and grabbed them, and when we jumped back in, the freaking trash bags caught on something, ripped open, and she had a car full of leaves. Yeah, car full of leaves. Let's see. There was like a curfew in town, and if you were in the parking lot, which I've said in other videos, but if you're new here, small town, and on Friday nights, Saturday nights, and other nights of the week, we would hang out in this parking lot, which was a Kroger parking lot. Subway was there, McDonald's was over here, Burger King. Ah! Stay! Shit! Damn it! Burger King was over here. And like, Stage. Do you know what Stage is? There was a Stage in that it was like a little shopping center. But we would hang out in the parking lot. We would just pull up, park our cars beside each other, talk through the windows. We would get out. We would like dance to music and chill and just talk. And it'd just be a like big group of us and just chatting on the weekends. And so, we are out at the parking lot, and if you were under 18, you could not be out past, I don't remember the time, 11, 12, I don't know, there's a curfew. And so cop pulls up because it's past curfew, and he wants to know how old we are. And everybody else that was with us was over the age of 18, so they could be out. But me and my BFF, apparently we look super duper young, because they're like, well, how old are you two? And we're like 18? You know, lying, because we are not. And then he's like, let me see your IDs. So we show him our IDs, and he's like, go home. So we didn't go home. We just decided to drive around town until we realized the cop was following us. And so then we basically ran from the cops and hid in a car. Not the best decision ever made, but you know, kids do dumb stuff. Okay. So the town I lived in, the county I lived in, was a dry county, which means no liquor, no alcohol, not at restaurants, not at gas stations, no liquor stores, no nothing. It's dry county. There's no liquor, okay? No drinking. And not that I should have been drinking because I was underage, but okay. So I had friends that had fake IDs, and we would drive across the state lines into Louisiana to this liquor store that was a drive-through liquor store. Like, you drive under this awning, and they would come out to your car, and they're like, what you want? And you could get mixed drinks that they would just stick the straw in when you'd be driving, and you'd have your mixed drink in the car, which is technically an open container. But anyways, I had rode to this liquor store with two guy friends, both of which were not of legal drinking age. And they had, fake IDs. I was in the middle of the truck, and we went to the liquor store, and they had a cooler full of liquor in the bed of the truck, and a bottle of, I think it was a fifth of Crown in the front, sitting between me and the guy in the passenger seat. And we, heading back home, hit a roadblock. And so I was freaking out because I don't know if you're aware, but minor in possession is a ticket that you can get. And so we are at this roadblock, and there were people that were turning around, because this was a thing that happened amongst kids from our town that were underage. Like, they knew that's why they had the roadblock there. And I'm like, just turn around. We'll hit a back road. We'll go some other way. And he's like, no, they're going to see us turn around. Like, we got to just go. So we go up there. And of course, they open the cooler. They see the liquor. And they start writing out minor in possession tickets. And thank goodness these two guy friends were the best ever, and swore to the cops that I had no idea that there was liquor in the car, that they had just picked me up, and they didn't write me a ticket. And to this day, I'm so thankful, because if I had to call my dad and tell him I got a minor in possession ticket, he would have murdered me. He would have. It would have been game over for me, guys. But they both did get minor in possession. They did. Which I don't think it was the first ones they had gotten. You know what, guys? This may have to be a part 2. This may have to be a 2-parter, because I got way more. There were asshole kids that would egg houses. You know how I was talking about TPing. There were kids that would egg houses, or even put baloney on people's cars. And I don't know if you know, that will take the paint off, I think. And they even like threw baloney all over a girl's car, and it took the paint off in like circles, so her car was like polka dot, but it was like a brand new Mustang that her grandparents had just bought her. So I mean, it was kind of jacked up. But there were kids that were egging houses instead of just TPing them. And so I went out with some friends. This was a different set of friends, to go roll houses, a second attempt. And we went to Walmart to go buy toilet paper. And so we bought a crap ton of toilet paper, and we had it in the back end, and we were ready to go roll some houses. And we got pulled over. I don't know why. Oh, because we were driving through a neighborhood slowly. So a cop pulled us over, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And we're like, "Nothing." And then he sees all the toilet paper, and he's like, "What are you doing with all the toilet paper?" And so we're like, "Nothing. Our moms just needed toilet paper." And so they were going to arrest us because they thought we were the ones that were egging houses. Thankfully, they changed their mind, because I was like, we don't even have eggs. We haven't egged anybody. Like, we were just trying to roll houses. Like, finally, I was like, we were just trying to toilet paper a friend's house, which we were. We were trying to toilet paper like an actual friend's house. And I was like, we haven't egged anything. I wouldn't egg a house. Like, thank goodness we didn't get in trouble. But that was... Hey there! Sorry. I'm fine, baby. I'm fine, Mama. I'm fine. I'm sorry. Did I scare you? I just scared the crap out of the dog with that sneeze. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a 2-parter. Well, I'm going to do a 2-parter if you want to hear more dumb stuff I did as a teenager. I got more. So go ahead and leave a like on this video, and let me know in the comments down below if you want to see a part 2 of dumb shit I did while I was a teenager. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here so it doesn't get like extremely, extremely long. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I honestly hope you want to see a part 2, because I got more stories. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.